These are the Rockville RCX series of balanced XLR cables. They're available in multiple different lengths of 3 feet, 6 feet, 10 feet, 20 feet, 50 feet, and 100 feet, and are also available in a bunch of different colors like red, orange, blue, black, green, and yellow, and are perfect to use for XLR microphones as well as for balanced or stereo connections in both live performances and studio recordings. For live performances, these cables are going to be perfect to connect any gear that uses a balanced XLR input or output like wireless microphone receivers, mixers, and power amps, or any other live gear like dynamic or condenser microphones. In the studio, these cables are super important to connect different analog gear like preamps to interfaces, compressors, EQs, and ensure that there's no noise and you get a clean recording all the way through. And again, these cables can be used for studio microphones. On top of that, we offer all of our XLR cables with either a female or male XLR connector on one end and a TRS 1/4 inch connector on the other end to fit your specific needs. XLR cables are balanced cables with 3 internal conductors, a positive, negative, and ground wire. This extra negative conductor plus the shielding gives XLR cables something known as common mode rejection, which rejects any noise. This also makes XLR cables the top choice for long wire runs because of the internal noise canceling technology. On top of that, an XLR cable can transfer stereo audio information, so it's very important to use an XLR cable if you are outputting music from your audio gear to make sure you are getting full signal. Now, all our Pro XLR audio cables are made with 100% oxygen-free copper, which boosts the efficiency of the cable. A lot of other cables use copper-clad aluminum or CCA instead of oxygen-free copper. CCA cables do not perform on the level that 100% pure copper cables perform, and even a 12 gauge CCA cable will not perform as well as a 14 gauge OFC cable, which in turn affects the performance and longevity of your equipment. The other important factor in a good quality cable is the shielding. Most cables are made with 85% shielding coverage, so we decided to take our shielding a step further. All Rockville XLR cables are shielded with a tight copper mesh covering 90% of the cable. This high percentage of coverage increases the ability to absorb both electromagnetic and radio frequency interference that suppresses signal and degrades the performance of your equipment. These cables are going to be the reliable choice for your microphones or on the stage during live performances for any of your balanced audio equipment, or in the studio for your interfaces and any other analog gear to get the cleanest signal. So if you're looking for XLR balanced cables for your setup, look no further than the RCX series from Rockville.